Earlier today, I was watching a video that was performed about 5 months ago by a news outlet named TVC News based out of Nigeria. I'll link this particular video in the description. And it was talking about 8 Nigerians that were sentenced to death in the United Arab Emirates. And for those of you who know Dubai, that's where the country in which Dubai is at. And the crimes attributed to these men are hellacious, in fact. Armed robbery, some just egregious things that have been alleged upon these men. And the newscaster was then decided to do a Skype interview with someone who also is from Nigeria. He asked a very important question. Do you think that this crime and others such as this create such a negative vibe or a bad impression for the country of Nigeria? Because you have these situations happening in our diaspora. And the guy says, we have some bad people. I'm just putting it to you in his terms. But we must understand that most Nigerians living abroad are law-abiding citizens. They contribute to their respective countries. Most Nigerians are not out doing crimes such as these. This is a very finite number of people who are doing this, but when it happens, it draws a great number. Now, let's deal with this. I'm gonna hook it up. Don't worry, you just keep listening. I live in Europe. I've been to Africa. Want to know what blacks have the worst reputation in Europe? You bet you. Nigerians. Go to Kenya. I was with Kenya with Wode Maya in Nairobi. This time last year, we were trying to send some money to the apartment that we were staying at by M-Pesa, and because somebody thought he was from Nigeria, the people there were afraid of him. There is Nigeria phobia all over Africa. In Uganda, you can go find it. You can go find it in Tanzania. Tanzania, they have a horrible reputation. But here in Poland, I've come across some Nigerians that have a very, very, very bad reputation. But I must go back and think about all around. Nigerians from places that I've been, United States, they're the top performing group. In London, they're a high performing group. Most Nigerians are not bad. They work like everybody else. They succeed like everybody else. But the problem with Nigeria is that the few bad apples, the few dusty ones in that group, ruin it for all the good people of Nigeria in the whole group. See, that's the problem. And you sitting there wondering, well, what this guy? I'm like, brother, I didn't come over here to listen to you talk about Nigeria. I came to listen to talk about the topic. Brother, I'm glad you asked that question because now I want to talk about us. Let me be real. We have too many Dusty Brothas. I'm sorry. I gotta say it. I love y'all. And when I say too many, I mean more than like 15%. We got too many Dusty Brothas. Shout out to Brother Ghana Dan. Brother Ghana Dan, shout yourself out in the comments if you're listening to this. You see, when Brother Ghana Dan, who works hard all day, and I'm talking about a lot of you brothers who are dusty when you go overseas. You don't know how you are ruining it for the rest of us. Some of you guys in these travel circles, and you wonder why, I'm just to be honest, there's a lot of you niggas I would never hook up with. I would never go nowhere with you. I get all the intel on a lot of you brothers when you go to Brazil, and then you out there don't want to pay the chick her money. You're going out there scamming folks. I heard about one dude in particular in Santo Domingo that does this. And then you have dudes out in Colombia. You got niggas just dusty going to, and my favorite place is Accra, Ghana. where all the Dusties of Black America seem to be there doing everything but productive stuff. Now, you got some folks doing good things here and there, but you got a lot of Dusties there. And do you know what? You are embarrassing our people. Because it only take a few of you dusty ones. Like, it was one dude that's so dusty, he owed me like $20. And he'd be all around Mexico and Dominican Republic. He takes his dustiness everywhere he goes. And then he claims African American as if that make us look good. Dusty dudes like this, y'all got to stop. Because we already have such a bad reputation. And you got so many good brothers out there trying to overcome it. White folks are already talking about us. Then you got black women that's going on all around talking about all of us. And the same one of y'all, man, I can't believe that these bees talk about us. I'm going to the DR. I'm going to the Brazil. Then you go over there, and it's a good percentage of y'all that do dusty stuff. But see, we don't have room for mistakes. It's a lot of good brothers who do travel, but it's a lot of y'all who are dusty. It's a lot of y'all who out there can't even really afford to travel. I heard so many stories of niggas who go somewhere, get on beach parties, don't want to pay the fee, asking to stay with other people, just broke out there. You know what I mean? I've heard so many horror stories. Anecdotally, I'm talking about. And y'all don't even think that you taking your dustiness in other places where you can ruin it for us. Keep your dusty self in America. We do have Dusty Brothers traveling. We got Dusty Brothers in just doing bad business. You don't care nothing about our image. Trying to get over, then you got dudes out there getting over on our own people. Like, I don't know. I hear everything, man. I know I have some dudes have like 20 out in Sosua. I've heard it out in Santo Domingo. I heard it out in Medellin. I've heard it out in Rio de Janeiro. I've heard it out in these American cities. I've heard all of it. Accra, Ghana for sure. Dusty Brothers are out there doing bad business. And then for the brothers out there that are trying to do the right thing, now we got to overcome things because you have messed it up. Then when we come out as people want to misjudge us. Let me tell you this, man. When I go to Uganda, man, some of y'all who are dusty must have been there before. Because a lot of times y'all want to say, oh, well, the white man, they want to just do business with white folks. They don't want to do business with black folks. It's not always the case. They don't want to do business with people who are dusty, lying, shady, not honorable. And the same things that y'all niggas be doing in America, you go to these other places and you start back doing the same dusty stuff. Which I'm starting to think, like, now, I'm starting to question any brother who's under 40 and you move someplace full time. If you don't have a pension, I'm automatically starting to think that you dusty. I got you. I have to assume that. Because we have so many brothers out there that are just ruining for a lot of good brothers. Now, you do have good brothers that are traveling or living there. Don't get me wrong. And shout out to you brothers. But y'all don't know that y'all problems hurt them. Like, I saw a party. I'm going to talk about this little beach party you guys had. Seen the dudes out there. You got the girls out there twerking. Out there in the public. Just out there for everybody to see. You know what I'm saying? I might want. Then you don't have no decorum. Like, why would you do something like that in front of all the people out there? Cause you thirsty and you acting like you ain't never had no cooch before in your life. This is why I don't go nowhere with y'all. So then the brother who owned the restaurant was about to get his business closed down because you dusty Negroes then went down there to Sosua and was doing some stuff. I heard all about it. Firsthand. And that's what I'm saying. You got brothers out there. And then again, what about the good brothers, though? See, that's one thing about dusty niggas. You don't think about what you were doing to the brothers who actually, you guys closed the doors for brothers before a brother can even open it. Just dealing with y'all. That's why I picked where I was at in Uganda. Because why? It's not as many dusty people that went there. Like in Accra, Ghana, I can't go there. Y'all done already messed it up. You've already messed it up. Brazil, you've already ruined it. DR, so bad that it's they chasing chicks off the street now. They tired of dealing with y'all. In America, dusty. And it's the select few. But y'all don't understand. Y'all ruin it for everybody else. And that's why I don't go nowhere with y'all. Never. Will never find me nowhere on no retreat with you niggas. I'm never going. Nothing. Don't ask me. I'm not going. Being there with a bunch of y'all drunk dudes ain't never had no, acting like you never had no coochie before. You get some drinks. You get loud and stuff. That's why y'all, it's just too many, it's too much dust going on. And brothers got to stop that, because it only take a few of y'all for it to ruin it for the whole race. And it's just not Pookie and Ray Ray who dusty. It's a lot of you niggas with college degrees dusty. A lot of you dudes traveling dusty. A lot of you dudes everywhere just dusty. Everywhere you go, you just messing it up. It ain't just Pookie and Ray Ray. Some of you educated dudes, it's just as dusty as these other guys too. So guys, remember, you represent our people wherever you go. You go to Poland, you go to Ukraine, you go to the DR, you go to the Uganda, you go to Kenya. I heard a story. I won't tell nobody. I don't call no names. You got brothers out in Kenya. Chick coming and see you. You mad because she asking you for the transport because it cost her like money to get there. You mad, bro? What is a transport? $2 to $3? Why would you come to Africa if you don't want to spend at least $2 to $3? This is what I'm talking about. This is that dustiness that just, oh my God. Anyways, subscribe, hit the bell. Guys, I really appreciate you being here. The dustiness got to stop, y'all. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. Subscribe, hit the bell. I'm out.